Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python course. In the previous lecture, we learned about if statement. The if statement works very well when the condition is true, but let us think about one problem. Suppose a student scores 85 marks. The program prints pass, everything is fine, but what happens if the student scores only 20 marks? Then the program does not print anything. So the reason is simple. The if statement only knows what to do when the condition becomes true. It does not know what to do when the condition becomes false. So to solve this problem, Python provides a else statement. The else block executes whenever the condition becomes false. This allows us our programs to handle both situations properly. Let's see the definition of this. If else statement is used to execute. So this is the simple definition for if else statement, and I will explain the syntax for this. First, after if we will write the condition. Later, we will write the statement. So, if the condition is true, Python executes the code written inside the if block. If the condition is false, Python skips the if block and executes the else block. In every if else program, exactly one block executes. Both blocks never execute together. This is how this if else works. Let's see with a simple examples. I will give you around 10 examples so that you can understand clearly. Suppose marks is equal to, if marks greater than or equal to 35, then print mm, result status. Result status should be passed. Now, again, we'll write another statement. Student promoted. Student has to reappear for the exam. Okay, let's run this. So actually, if students scoring below 35 are declared as declared failed here, so if I have entered here 78, so result status, the condition after that entering 78, if if statement it will check whether 75 greater than or equal to 35. So the condition is true. Therefore, Python enters the if block and output becomes status result status false and student promoted to next sim. Let us let us test another student. Suppose if I entered 22. So now it will check whether 22 greater than equal to 35. So this condition is becomes false. Therefore, Python skips the if block, completely enters the else block, and output becomes result status is failed. Student has to reappear for the exam. This is exactly how this if else work, and this is the syntax we have to follow. So let's see with another example. I will give around 10 examples. We can do more problems on this. Suppose let's do problem on banking withdrawal system. Suppose balance is equal to, let's take a float type. So amount is equal to, so let's start with if balance greater than or equal to withdrawal amount, then and suppose let's take another word remaining remaining balance. Let's leave it remaining balance is equal to balance minus withdrawal amount. Now let's print. So that collected amount is equal to, let's print collected amount also. And now let's print again remaining balance also. Okay, suppose I will explain clearly now. Let us create a small ATM software. A customer first enters the available account balance. After that, the customer enters the amount they want to withdraw. Suppose if I entered 50,000, suppose my balance is 50,000, then it will check 50,000 is greater than or equal to withdrawal amount. So I will enter withdrawal amount also 15,000. So actually my balance is 50,000. I want to withdraw 15,000. So we gave here balance greater than or equal to withdrawal amount. So it's like condition is true. Now it will it will go to the next step. Therefore, Python enters the if block. The bank gives the money to customer and calculates the remaining balance. So it will go remaining balance means balance minus withdrawal amount. So our withdrawal balance is remaining balance is 35,000. Now let's enter this. Transaction successful. Collected amount is 15,000 and remaining balance is 35,000. This is exactly. Now let us, I will explain again from our remaining balance. So we have actually 35,000. Now let us test another situation here. Suppose the customer has only 5,000 in the account and request 20,000. Then here Python checks 5,000 greater than or equal to 20,000. So this condition becomes false. Therefore, Python immediately executes the else block. The transaction is rejected and the customer receives an insufficient balance message. This is exactly how a real ATM machine works. So this is how this is about some one real life example for ATM withdrawal in real life. So let's continue with another small question. Suppose attendance based question. Suppose enter attendance percentage. Let's see P paid is equal to input. So here let's write one small condition, enter prepaid. Suppose yes or no. If attendance greater than or equal to 75 and P paid equal to S, then let's print all ticket generated successfully. Now let's see else condition. So suppose now let's build a small university examination portal. Before issuing a hall ticket, university usually verify two important conditions. So here first condition is attendance. Student must have at least 75% attendance. Then second condition is student must have uh, if semester fee must be paid successfully. This is the second condition, fee paid. So let's run this. So if my attendance is 82, if I paid the fees, I will write yes. So here actually 82 greater than or equal to 75. This condition is true. And let's run this again. So all ticket generated successfully. So now Python combines both conditions using an operator here. Before we have learned in logical operators in previous lectures. If you have not watched before, once go there and you can watch there. So now let's discuss now. Here, attendance I have entered attendance 82. Now it will take 82 greater than or equal to 75. Of course, yes. And fee paid I have written here. Fee paid I have paid. So I have written yes. So both the conditions are true. So next it will go to next step and print it prints all ticket generated successfully. So the main thing is here and the condition will work only and operator only work if both the conditions are true. If any one of the condition is failed, it will go to else condition and it will skip the if condition. So here the final answer becomes true. Therefore, Python executes the if block and generates the whole ticket. Suppose if again I will run this program. So if my attendance is 60 and I paid fees, but I paid fees, but hall ticket not generated. This is how because here the first condition immediately becomes false because the final becomes all and here my attendance is not greater than 75 but second condition is true because and operator work only if the both conditions are true. This is and here the main thing is to understand and about AND operator. If I read in there OR operator means any one of the condition true, it will work. So this is about this question. Let's see another question. Suppose salary is equal. Let me check whether it's recording or not. Yes. So in this question, suppose bank bank do not approve loans based on the factor alone. So suppose the bank policy says monthly salary should be at least 50,000. Work experience should be at least 3 years. So if I enter my salary is 70,000 and experience 5 years. So Python checks in the next step, Python checks 70,000 greater than or equal to 50,000. This becomes true. Now it will check the experience. So I have entered 5 years. This also becomes true. Now Python evaluates both true and true. The final result become true. Therefore, loan is approved. So this is how it will work. Because of here and operator, if the both conditions are true, it will work. Suppose if I entered here again, I will run this code. If I entered here 35,000 and I will write again 5 years of experience. So loan rejected. Here the problem is salary is not greater than 50,000, but experience is greater than 3 years. But if one condition is false, the loan will rejected. This is because of AND operator. If I entered in the place of OR operator, if I entered OR operator, suppose So again, I will enter 35,000 and experience 5. But loan approved because of OR operator. In the previous lecture, we have learned about logical operators. There, OR operator means if any one condition is true, that condition will become true. But here we have to use AND operator. So I have entered 35,000, 5 years of experience. Loan rejected. So this is about this question. We are learning more questions so that we can easily do more number of problems. So now let's see again fifth problem. Suppose purchase amount and premium member premium member. After that, let's pick yes or no. Now, if purchase amount 10,000 or premium member equal to yes. Now let's bring mm, special So this question is about suppose an e-commerce company launches a special festival offer. Customers can receive the offer in two ways. Method one, suppose the first option is purchase products worth 10,000 or more. Method two, become a premium member. Here we have used or operator, not and operator. Suppose the customer purchase products worth 15,000. Let me run this code. Suppose I have entered 15,000. So first condition is true. Therefore, actual offer is applied. Now, I'm not a premium member. So special festival offer applied. However, customer is not a premium member, again the offer is applied. This is because of we have any, if any one condition is true, the offer will apply, because we have used here or operator. In the place of for operator, if we have used and operator, means both the condition must be true. The purchase amount should be greater than 10,000 and the member premium member should be there. If his customer is not a premium member, then it will offer is not applied. So because of this here we have used or operator. Because of this, any even if any one of the condition is true, it will work. Let's see with another problem. Suppose about mm, flight ticket. Let's see about flight ticket booked or not. Suppose ticket booked, ticket confirmed. Let's write if conditions. Suppose ticket on confirm is equal to S and passport available equal to S. Okay, let's run now. Here, actually, this question is about suppose airports verify multiple conditions before allowing passengers to board. Suppose airline requires a confirmed ticket and a valid passport. Suppose a passenger enters with ticket confirmed. If I write here yes and passport available, yes. So boarding pass issued. No, after this actually, if I have entered after passport available, yes, it will go to if condition. So it will check whether the first condition is true or not. Yes, ticket confirm, yes. So it will go to next condition, passport available, yes. So both statements, both conditions are true. No, so it will print boarding pass issued. This is here main thing we have to understand here is we have used an operator. Both conditions, if both the conditions are true, then it will print. Suppose if my again I will run this rule. I have my ticket was confirmed and my passport is missing. Suppose my passport is missing, I'll write no. Then boarding pass not issued. So even the first condition is true, the second condition failed. This is how about airline checks-in system work. Let's see with another seventh problem. Suppose experience experience is equal to enter the years of experience. Next performance rating. Now if experience greater than or equal to 5 and the condition is performance rating should be greater than 8. Now let's print eligible for promotion. Else print not eligible for promotion. Let's run this. So basically this question is about companies often use multiple conditions before promoting employees. Suppose company policy says minimum experience should be 5 years and performance rating should be at least 8 or out of 10. Suppose an employee enters here I will enter 6 years of experience and rating was 9. So therefore eligible for promotion this is because of after entering performance rating, it will go to in next step 5. If statement checks experience is greater than or equal to 5 because I have entered 6. It is true. The first condition is true. Now it will go to the next condition performance rating. I have entered 9 because both the statements are true. So eligible for promotion. So promotion is approved. Here also I have used AND operator. If both the conditions are true, the answer will be true. Suppose I will run here. I will write experience is 4 years of experience and the rating is 8. Only one condition, second condition is true. So here I have used AND operator, so it will print not eligible for promotion. Yes, we printed not eligible for promotion. This is about this problem because we have used it here AND operator. Both the conditions must be true. So let's see another example. Suppose username is equal to input, enter username, password equal to enter your password. If username equal to admin and password equal to Python 123. Let's write Python 123. No, let's print. So we have forgot small syntax value. Let's print login successful. Else login failed. Now let's run this. So this question is about suppose every website used to perform this exact verification process. So the system checks whether the username is correct, then it checks whether the password is correct. Only when both the conditions becomes true, that the login is success. Otherwise, access is failed. This is one of the most practical examples and it fails. And we are using logical operators together. So in this question, let's run this. Suppose I have entered again admin and password is Python123. So login successful. This is about if else we will use for multiple condition purposes. And here we have used AND operator. If both the conditions true, it will work. This is about if else. Thank you for watching. Let's continue with if else. And this is next topic was most important. Thank you for watching this video. Let's continue again in the next lecture.